Welcome back to your YouTube Tech News Roundup, where we cover the biggest stories from Apple and the wider tech world. Let's start with the launch of macOS 26, a release that sparked intense debate among Mac users for its bold visual redesign and shifting priorities. Some users are frustrated by bubbly visuals and interface changes they feel slow down productivity, while others note performance regressions and compare the update to Windows Vista, though not everyone agrees with the analogy. Others, particularly on newer hardware, report smooth sailing and believe the widespread panic is overblown, reminding professionals to hold off on upgrading mission-critical devices until stability improves. This split in reception has reignited calls for Apple to slow their annual OS cycles, prioritizing reliability and classic Mac features over cosmetic updates and iPad influences. Now let's turn to the App Store, where new European regulations have forced Apple to permit third-party marketplaces like AltStore Pal, founded by Riley Testut. AltStore Pal allows users to install apps outside of Apple's review process, starting with Delta and Clip, and has expanded its reach thanks to funding and a mega grant from Epic Games. Though initially limited to Europe, AltStore Pal plans to expand globally to regions like Japan, Brazil, Australia, and the UK, as it integrates with the Fediverse and Patreon for additional distribution and monetization. This expansion comes as global regulatory pressure forces Apple to loosen its long-held grip on app distribution, signaling a broader shakeup in the mobile app ecosystem. In related news, the official Sora app's launch on iOS was quickly followed by a flood of fake Sora and Sora 2 apps on the App Store, exploiting consumer demand and confusing users with unauthorized clones. Despite Apple's stringent review process, over a dozen imposter apps slipped through and collectively racked up more than 300,000 downloads and $160,000 in revenue. Some had existed under other names and rebranded to capitalize on the Sora phenomenon, but after media attention, most of these fakes have now been pulled by Apple, though a few still linger. This episode has highlighted ongoing challenges with app moderation and consumer protection on even the most controlled platforms. As Apple faces mounting regulatory and consumer pressure on multiple fronts, its approach to operating system updates, app distribution, and store moderation is being watched more critically than ever. That's all for today's roundup. If you want to stay up to date with the latest tech news, analysis, and insights, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates right here on this channel.